This show is very different from what I remember it. Don't get me wrong. It's still really good. Unlike Best Friends Whenever, which used to be one of my favorite childhood shows, and I was originally going to watch that before this, and I didn't even get to the intro. I watched like a minute or two before I just cringed too much. I couldn't watch it. Anyways, let's talk about this show now. It just wasn't as, monsters as I remembered. Don't get me wrong, the journal is still decently relevant and there's still episodes with monsters, but nowhere near as many as I remembered. Take the first episode, for example, that's when he first gets the journal. A few episodes, he does it, meets monsters and stuff like that. But then there's the time traveler's pig where he just tries to get with Wendy. And there's another episode where he tries to get with Wendy. See where I'm going with this? And there's like episodes that are more about family than anything. Like one where Mabel has like sleepovers and she doesn't like, I guess, think about her brother because, they're both young. And Dipper gets jealous and gets mad. They try and get a new room. There's some stuff that are, weirdish. Like, of course, they switch bodies. But that's not exactly the most crazy thing. There's hundreds of movies based off that, and that was a decently popular genre for a while. Just having people switch bodies. But for this, it gives them kind of a lesson of how they feel and stuff. But they still don't focus on that as much. They focus on how the people feel. Why they did what they did. But yeah, the journal wasn't as relevant as I remember it was, but the final episode is all about how Dipper's always been using the journal. Which I thought was kind of weird. There's an episode where Dipper, I get he's young, but it's definitely a bit of a dick thing to do. Where he gets Robbie in trouble for copying some other artist, pretending it to be his own song. And, of course, Wendy breaks up with Robbie after that. And he just being insensitive. And he's like, hey, you want to go bowling now that you're free? If he wanted to do that, definitely should have did it later. Or at least been like, do you want to go bowling to maybe feel better and take your mind off of this? But no, he's just like, yeah, your schedule's free. It's kind of like Casey Jones in the first Ninja Turtle movies when he was a bit of insensitive prick when April got fired. They finally start using the grappling hook in like the last episode, which I'm just now mentioning. Mabel gets it in like the first episode and she never uses it. And then she uses it like a few times in the last episode. It's still a pretty decent show and holds up pretty well, and it is legitimately funny. It makes me laugh more than most comedies. And yeah, that's about it.